Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. So today I'm just going around, my husband calls it killing rats or putting out fires. I'm just doing all these little things that I need to get done. So one of them is, and I hope the kid who accused me of killing all of these sees this. I had them in the garage. These are my live green with ladybugs, Nature's Pest Control. So I had them in the garage on a shelf. And when they're cold, and it's not super cold, but when they're cool, they slow down and go kind of dormant. When they get warm or get water, they come awake. So I've got these in here in the kitchen. They're getting ready to come awake. They're already all moving. So here you go, kiddo. I didn't kill them. He said, why? Why did you kill the ladybugs? Anyway, I've got my Miracle Grow here. I put a tablespoon in each one of these cleaned out, rinsed out Milo's containers. And I'm going to go out and I'm going to, can you see them? I can't. Where are they? Oh yeah, because it's so green, everything is. Anyway, I've got hanging geranium, ivy geranium out here. Is that what they're called? I think so. And I'm going to give them their first fertilization. Right now it is 60 degrees. By Friday, they're saying it could possibly be 90. No, not Friday, by Sunday, Mother's Day. You know, stories change, and it could be that that doesn't happen. Anyway, I'm going to water all of these blossomy bushes that we have out here along the front walk. And when I water them, I'm going to shake these out on top and hope that they hang out. I'm going to wait until sundown so that they'll stay. If you leave them in the bush in sundown, they will go ahead and go to sleep for the night. When they wake in the morning, they'll believe this is their home. If I shake them now, they'll take flight and go to the neighbor's house, which wouldn't be terrible, but I'd like them to hang out here and eat aphids off my rose bushes, which is what I have them for, aphid control. Okay, in addition, Saturday is here, Stamp Out Hunger, and I think it's nationwide, where you put food for food banks, local food banks, with your, just in front of your mailbox, on top of your mailbox, whatever. So I went out to the pantry this morning and I got 2 chicken stars, 2 chicken noodle, how many? 3 cream of chicken, 5 fruit cocktail, and I got them all, I tried to get them all in dates where I knew that I wouldn't finish as much as I already have. You know, I didn't want them to go bad, and these will be given out, you know. I found a can of Great Northern beans, one of these canned hams, 2 of the salmon, a shelf-stable milk, 2 rice-a-roni, rice pilafs. See, the date for these is in June, and they can go. And then I've got one of the, I have plenty of oatmeal, so one of these. More in a minute. Okay, they've all been watered, and they're still dripping just a little bit. That's a good thing. They're saturated, I mean. Not saturated as in there's been a flood. You know what I mean. So anyway, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Kendra. This is my channel, and I'm welcoming everyone, new and not new. I am so happy to have you here today while I dink around taking care of little things. I'm going to take the last of that fertilizer water that I made, and I'm going to hit this rhodie with it. It's a rhododendron, and see how big the buds are getting on it? Oh dear. That one right there is going to be bloomed tomorrow. I see purple on it. Well, it's a little late to fertilize. Should have done that a few days ago. Well, I'm going to do it anyway. Anyway, if you see anything you like while you're here, I hope you'll consider giving me a thumbs up. Make a comment if you have a question or a comment. I love to chat. I always chat. And lastly, oh, I wanted to show you for sure. These bushes are the ones I'm talking about, where I'm going to drop off my ladybugs tonight in hopes they'll hang around and eat aphids. I'll show you where the roses are. There, I've got 4 bushes. So anyway, I can't water the little ones. I can water. I can't fertilize the little rose bushes. Ooh, there goes a big loud truck. It's like a diesel or something. Anyway, They have a special soil that releases food, but the big ones here have been in their planter for years, and I do fertilize those. Okay, so I never did get a little fake nest to put in my bird hangers, but I should. Oh, I need to take this in. This upsets my husband when it drips on the porch because it's kind of bad for the wood. So I need to figure out how I can hang that away from the decking here. And that's that. Okay, I bagged up all of that canned goods and stuff that I showed you for the Stamp Out Hunger thing. And they're ready to go on Saturday morning. Well, Friday night probably. Well, I don't know. Saturday morning, I guess. I'll put them out there and people will pick them up. The mail people. I think that's who picks them up. It's through the post office. You still can't really see it, but I have turned the temperature down. This refrigerator is 3 weeks old maybe. The freezer has done nothing but ice over. Just ice over. It keeps things cold, but it's clearly working harder than it needs to. And I wish that it didn't have to, but I'm gonna have to call for repair or someone to look at it. I'll tell you one thing I do like about this freezer. When you ask for crushed ice, they are not messing around. This is almost shave ice crushed. Not really, but it's pretty small crush. I like it like that sometimes. Well, what time is it now? 11:45. We graduated from coffee to Milo's Zero Sweet. This isn't fertilizer. This is actual tea. You can hear the dryer because I'm outside, right next to the dryer off the laundry room door. Anyway, something else I'm doing today is ordering an umbrella for my table because my other one got old. And I'm not going to order the cushions yet, but I do need new cushions too because they also kind of fell apart. They were also, I didn't even get those new. I got them used 5-6 years ago. And so anyway, there's a few things growing over here, but I need to get out here and work in my pots. And that's that for the backyard. I'm ordering from Walmart, delivery. It'll take 3 days for that umbrella. I got a dark green because the house is kind of a bluish beige and forest green. Tell me you live in Washington without telling me you live in Washington. See that clump of green right there? That's moss. Because it rains so much here. Anyway, that's that. Did I ever show you where I hang things sometimes when it is dry here? I found that at a Goodwill or something. I thought it was the coolest thing. Just little clippies and I can hang things, that don't weigh a lot. Or just make it so it's balanced and it doesn't tip. It works great. I'm sitting here looking at our last flyer because Fred Meyer's not going to do them anymore. Seeing what I can get into. Fred Meyer is Kroger here. Kroger is Fred Meyer. They're all the same family, I guess. I don't really need much other than ice and more bottled iced tea, the Milo's. I like to get that. But really, I think I'm kind of set for most things. I'm making a breakfast casserole for dinner tonight. It's going to be ground pork, breakfast, sausage. Breakfast sausage ground with eggs, and I'm going to make hash browns on the side. It's going to have cheese in it, that kind of thing. And then, it seemed like there was something else. Oh yeah, I've got some asparagus I need to make, so I'm going to serve that on the side, just kind of roasted. It'll go good with a breakfast casserole. For dinner, we'll see who shows up. As time goes by, I have less and less mouths to feed here. The guys are all starting to eat on their own mostly, so my grocery bill will significantly decrease. Let's see what else. Is it my imagination, or do they jack up the prices of flowers for Mother's Day? Maybe this is a larger, it says 19 stem, but still, $25 seems a lot to me. Anyway, that's that. Okay, here's the last of it. I've got my breakfast casserole dinner ready to go. It's not going to be too hot today. You know, I want to get stuff like this that I'm going to bake in the oven done earlier in the week than later. So, first thing I've got here is Jimmy Dean sausage. You know those chubs that weigh a pound? It's just the breakfast sausage. I'm going to do that up nice and brown. I'm going to drain off the grease by putting it in this bowl lined with paper towels. And then I'm going to put it back in the pan, throw in some of these onions, just a yellow onion, what I had in the fridge that I had used for another thing. Chopped it up. Then when they're done, I'm going to add everything to the bowl with 6 eggs. And I got some, well, I'll show you that in a minute. And this hash browns, that'll just go in there and get cooked with it. And this goes on top, the cheddar. I like a little squirt of Dijon mustard with mine. I'm using like I don't know, it's not an 8x8 because it's rectangle, but it's something like an 8x8. I sprayed it with Pam. Salt and pepper will go in. So what I have here is Monterey Jack and a little bit of Parm. Just some stuff that I had left, you know. You can't really see it. Let me get a better shot of that. Monterey Jack and Parm. And this right here is, I believe, well, it's cheddar and something else. Probably white cheddar. I bet you it's that white cheddar, medium cheddar and sharp mix. I'm just going to use that to sprinkle on the top. So I'm going to mix the eggs and everything right now over here with this. I'll show you when I'm done rather than make you dizzy. Probably already know, but if you've never used this like dehydrated, there's a couple of brands of potatoes for hash browns. It's a dehydrated inside dry. You can shake it and hear it crunch around, but when you fill to the water line, I use hot water. It doesn't say on this brand to use hot water, but I do. It makes a good amount. So I'm going to put that in here too. You know what? I think I'll bust those eggs first. These dehydrated eggs, you'll see these little brown bits, and at first it freaked me out. I'm like, what's in there? But what it is, you know, when you cook hash browns, you'll oftentimes have black parts or brown parts or even cooked parts that give you that color. It's just potato. It's not a problem. So, sorry. There you go. That's the egg and all that. So, and the cheese and the hash browns. And here's my, I'll get rid of that. And now I'm gonna, I believe I'll turn on the sausage. I forgot. Oh, I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. Okay, so I put salt, not too much because there's already salt in the sausage and in the cheese. I was generous with the pepper. I put a glug of Dijon mustard because I like how it gives it a tang. The last 3 things to go now will be the sausage, the onions, and top it with that cheddar cheese. Okay, the onions are in, and in addition, I did go ahead and get my onion powder and sprinkle some on that. I don't know that I really needed to because this is pretty flavorful sausage, but it'll be fine. So, that's that. I just need to sort of soften, not a lot, but like separate hunks like this and get it involved with the sausage. Get them in a situationship. And then I'll add them to the eggs. I added some more cheese, so you can tell some of it's real fine and some of it's like farm cut. So I added some of this. Yeah, farm style thick cut. Because I didn't think it was enough to cover the whole top, and it still may not be. I still may need to put more. We'll see. This is done, but I want to cool it down a little bit so it doesn't insta-fry the eggs I'm going to mix it with. I've got my oven heated to 350. It just beeped. Decided to put it on a plate, get it all, you know, spread so it'll cool faster. I'm losing interest in doing this, so I want to get it done. Okay, eggs and everything's mixed together now. I just have to top with cheese, and so I'll do that now. I'm going to cover this with nonstick foil just for the first few minutes, maybe I don't know, I'm going to cook it for 30 minutes at 350, and I don't want it to burn the cheese. I want that just to be nice and melty and brown, so we'll see. I'll keep checking it. In she goes. Yes, I need to clean my oven again. Anyway, I'm going to check it like I said, so here it is in the oven at 350. Turning the timer on for 20 minutes. I'll check it, and maybe the last 10 I'll let that cheese brown. There she is, and she's done. And it is, really, 2:18 in the afternoon. I'm glad it's done. They can eat it as they roll in, depending on when they roll in, and it'll be done. Oh, I forgot I need to make that asparagus. I won't show that, but I do need to roast some asparagus before it's not fit to roast. I was going to make it a couple days ago and I didn't. I've got to make it tonight. It doesn't take anything. I put it on a sheet pan, drizzle it with some olive oil, salt, onion powder, and finish it with just a little Parmesan cheese. It's good stuff, Maynard. If you like what you see, I hope you'll stick around. I hope you'll comment, subscribe if you haven't. Let's see what else. Oh, thumbs up, of course. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday evening, everyone. Bye-bye.